Welcome, dear students, into another course on the Programming University. I want to believe you have the desire to become a Web3 developer. It doesn't matter either you have coded before, you have not even coded before, but you have the will, you have the desire, or you decide to transition from whatever marketing, business, or whatever type of work or business or job you do to become a Web3 developer, because you have seen the potential that is in there, the opportunity that's available there now. So if all those things are what brought you here, then you are in the right place and for the right cause. But since majority of you will likely, this will be your first course on the Programming University, as a custom, I will introduce what the course is, what you stand to benefit from this course, and at the same time introduce the author, who am I, and some other things and some rules to engage successfully in the programming community. So let's quickly take it one after the other. First, we are discussing about AI enhanced Web3 blockchain development course. So what this means is, like I said, this course is perfect for you even if you never coded, but you have the desire and ready to, because some people just like, oh, programming pays well. Yeah, it's one of the highest paying job, either in Web2 or whatever. But it's also not for lazy people. It require dedication, hard work, persistency, you understand, commitment and all those. So it's not type of job you want to jump to or skill you want to jump to just because of the money. Because of the money is good and encouragement, but because it just could be difficult at times, could be, discouraging at times, staring at code, getting bugs and all those things. So it has to go beyond just not your quick side hustle to get money. No, because you will get stuck, you get discouraged, and then I've seen a lot of people like that. They meet and say, oh, we are ready to give it what it takes. Let them get staring at the code. Before you know it, they are off looking for another make money avenue. So, but if you make that mind, then let's get right. At the same time, this is AI enhanced in the sense that I've included AI tools that will help you in the journey to make things easier, because the fact remains, if we talk about web development without AI, at this age and the future we are getting to, I'm telling you, you are wasting your time with those type of courses. Because I'm not going to deceive you, be using AI behind the scene and telling you to be eating the code raw in my courses. No, I'm going to show you the secret of AI tools I use to enhance myself, to 10x my productivity. What will naturally take me about 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months to develop, I now could develop it within the space of a week, because I'm now like times 10x of myself, like having multiple developers working with me inside what is called an AI. That's helping me to be as if I'm 10x, and at the same time giving me access to, if you may not always, even if you have a premium course one-on-one, you may not always have your mentor or your tutor or your coach available 24/7. But this AI have the experience of those tutors, thousands of them put together, and at the same time available for you 24/7. So why won't you embrace it? So that is why this course is AI enhanced, because I ensure that you are able to embrace AI along the way. So we'll look at a lot of things you will learn in this course. And at the same time, before we now move on, I need to give you a disclosure that we may hold, invest, trade, or receive reward, grant, bounty tokens from reviewed or discussed Web3 project, blockchain, affiliate, or platform before, during, or after this content has been published. So please keep that in mind, especially, the Programming University DPU platform courses are free. So we always need support, sponsor, partnership to keep this solid premium level. Yeah, we release premium level courses on DPU. So it's free, but there are a lot of even premium courses out there that may not be able to compete. It's not trying to be proud on that. It's just about yourself. Test it out and compare it with some paid course you have done before in Web3 development. So, and at the same time, all content at the Programming University are for education purpose, not purpose only, and do not constitute financial, trading, investment, or development advice with any platform discussed. So please always do your own research. Blockchain, crypto, all this Web3 can be risky or have issue with your country or whatever. You are responsible for making sure you abide by all those rules. So by using or following all or part of this content, you agree that you are not liable for any losses you may suffer or any legal something in your country or wherever you are, jurisdiction or region, that you may breach. You are solely responsible for it. This is just for educational purpose only. Now, that being said, let's quickly look at the first lesson, which is exploring the Web3 evolution, the new decentralized internet. So we are going to explore, you have seen what the courses is about, which is AI enhanced Web3 blockchain development. So basically, you want to, at the end of this course, you'll be able to learn about AI, Web3, what is it, blockchain, wallet, testnet, mainnet, and set up a Web3 development environment to start your Web3. So in subsequent courses, we now begin to talk about front-end development in Web3, the back-end in terms of blockchain, smart contract, then the middleware, which will involve things like Web3.js, connecting your front-end to your back-end to build a full-stack dApp decentralized application. So all those things, we take it one by one in this course. So the first is, welcome to the dawn of Web3 evolution, a pivotal shift towards a decentralized internet landscape. So in case, before I forget, we are wondering who am I? I am Solomon Foske, founder of the Programming University platform, with mission to mint at least about 1 million developers into Web3 by 2031. That is the mission. Hope you'll be part to achieve it by enhancing those people with free Web3 development courses, including options to earn. I've just released a course on Super Team showing how I earn $20,000 within the space of 6 months with $0, just with my Web3 development skill, and how you too can do it. So make sure you also check the course on the Programming University platform. So all those are the benefits I want to bring, and these things will be free. Support, certification, and all those things are available there as well. So that is it, and what the platform is about. And as well, if you want to get support, for you to get support directly from me, you should ensure that you post as comment directly under the specific lesson. If you have question relating to this lesson, don't go and post it here. So it may be deleted or not responded to, or you'll be asked to repost it to the right place. So ask specific question that is specific to that lesson. Each lesson has the option so that other people can benefit from it, and the lesson will be helpful, because I've seen some students ask question that makes me like, wow, it seems I need to add that aspect to the course. So that's what it does, and I add it up to the main lesson itself. So please, let's help ourselves with that. You can also join the Discord. You can meet and collaborate with the community, ask questions in the community for community-based support. But for specific lesson support from the author, the best place to ask is directly under the comment. If, for example, we have the previous lessons we've done, if I check courses, and you can see the courses. For example, this is Make Money Super Team course I was saying. So if you check it now, I want to give you an example of how you'll be getting. So usually I respond within max of 72 hours for the lesson. I try to make it shorter, and most of them usually get a response within 24 hours anyway, but at least maybe max within 72 hours. So if we check the first lesson in this course, yeah, you notice the first lesson here. You can see as of now it's over 28 comments. You see each person that asked question, I try to respond. As you see 10:34, I responded 10:38. That's just like 4 minutes after. So I try as much as possible to respond faster. You can see 12 and maybe 4 hours after or so I responded. So you can see them like that. And this other student can see this and avoid asking the same question. So you check if that question has been asked and answered, don't ask again. So those are part of the benefit of using this comment-based one. Now that's been settled. Let's get back to our actual lesson. So this initial section is your gateway to understand how Web3 is transforming our digital interaction into a more democratic and user-empowered experience. So if you want to be a Web3 developer, you cannot just jump in and start coding. No, you need to have a basic, at least, understanding of what is Web3, what is blockchain, wallet, and all those things. And that is why I brought up this course and always recommend it your starting point. So because if you don't understand all these basic things, going to go and develop the app will be more super complex because you don't know wallets, you don't know blockchain, you don't know all those things. You want to build a smart contract and all those things. So that's the essence of this lesson. So, and what's Web3? Web3 represents the next evolution of internet, where power is returned to user through blockchain technology and decentralized application. So if we look here, I try to bring up something here for us to be able to have access to how this thing works. Like then we have this as Web1. In Web1, that was the age that, the internet website just came and everything is just plain text. You hardly even be able to load images and things like that. There is no much that could be done with the World Wide Web then, but at least started being a means of some huge companies and things communicating with each other, higher institutions, universities, and more like that. Then gradually people begin to like, oh, this seems to make sense. Then it moved on. And something so unique, you remember, this was owned by a very huge organization and things. Then it became more accessible to people when we moved to the era of Web2. And that from then, that's when the introduction of things like JavaScript here now was introduced for like HTML, and then begin to have like CSS to style, and then we have like JavaScript when websites begin to become more interactive. from that age on, another thing that stood out, birthed things like Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, now X, and a lot more platforms. But something still remained. It took it from just some large to even more big organizations like Twitter, Google, Amazon, and things like that. They are centralized. They are controlled. They are controlled. That's the major issue there. They are well centralized, and that was a major issue here. At the same time, the same issue here as well, centralized in the hands which you have now. That's why they can just block you off. If Twitter or Facebook or Google decide you are not meeting up their terms, they can just block you off. It doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? So, but then here comes the age of what we now know as Web3, which is gradually being, adopted. So we call this decentralized. So the age where what this now try to do for us is to take that control from Google, all those things, and put it in my hand, in your hand, all over the world. So here now we have centralized database that, Facebook has its own database. That's why you cannot just take your details, your followers on Facebook, and translate it to Twitter. It doesn't work like that. So because each of them is gated, is centralized. But when you talk about decentralized, then you are beginning to talk about ability to be you. You have a wallet and you can move around. They are beginning to be social graph now that allow you are using a Twitter of Web3. You can move to Facebook of Web3. You carry your same follower. So you don't grow 1,000, 10,000 followers on decentralized Twitter, and then when you get to decentralized Facebook, you need to start again. No, you can move that same 10,000. You know what it is. You have built a lot of followers on Instagram, and here you are starting your YouTube, maybe even 10, 100,000 on Instagram. You are starting your YouTube with 0 followers. So you understand things like that. Those are the things that Web3 has brought in for us. So you begin to see why it's very important for you to understand this concept before you jump into development. So, and the core concept, like I've told you, is decentralization. And for that decentralization to work, it's built on a technology called blockchain. So which server normally, when you post on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, it goes to Google server, go to YouTube server, Twitter server. So the same, there had to be a place. And you now wonder, since there is a place, central. Yeah, the difference between it, we still learn more about blockchain, is that this has decentralized through nodes and different things. So then choose smart contract that allow you to now interact with that blockchain. Then we also have tokenization, which is another interesting aspect of this Web3, because now you can now get rewarded. For example, when you post on Facebook or Twitter, those people are trying to now adopt those things from Web3. You can hardly get rewarded. And even when you are getting rewarded, you have to have a huge following and all those things, and in meager amount, and can be terminated at times. Issues like that, which are not in Web3. You can start your own project, have your own token or your own NFT, and people have raised millions just having their own community. Like dProgramming now, we can have an NFT, we can have a token, and people will need to have that NFT to have access. We can decide to make it free, and from there people can be trading it. You understand things like that. So a lot of things like that is what is bringing communities, and people that usually will not get funding from normal Web 2 are now getting bootstrapped by individuals who believe and benefiting their community. So those are part of the benefit. There are lots you will discover, and Assets can be represented in digital tokens. Then the potential of Web3, decentralized, that open up limitless possibility for innovation across sectors, from finance, decentralized finance, to art with NFT, making it hotbed for developer and entrepreneur. So imagine a world where you control your data, where digital identity are secure, and online transactions are transparent and efficient. It doesn't mean everything is perfect with Web3, yet there are a lot of downside as well, which we learn about, limitations, but every technology gets better day by day. So Web3 is getting better day by day, and we'll have an amazing ride together in this course, practical based, explaining. Don't worry, this course is not about coding. So we are not actually going to be coding, but we are going to be able to learn a lot about Web3 in the perspective of a Web3 developer, and at the same time get our hand into practical setting up development environment to get you ready for actually developing as a Web3 developer. So that is it for this lesson. Remember, if you need support, check comment. If there's any comment that I already asked similar question and got answered, don't bother to ask. That's the benefit of this. You understand? So you can just reply to this, something that, oh, this also helped me. That's a different thing. So, but don't repeat asking the same question, and join the Discord to mingle up with the community. But here is where you get to ask questions specific to this lesson. Each lesson have the option to ask lessons specific to them. And you see that will help us a lot. And other students can also learn a lot from there. So please don't ask questions about the whole course in just a single lesson specific to it. So that's it. I remain Solomon Foske of DProgramming University. Keep the programming spirit and alive, your only assurance to succeed in the long term with your skill. And please always do good to humanity with your knowledge, with your programming skill, and not evil, to make the world a better place for us. See you in the next lesson. Bye.